started here about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
Chef Meg, who's the chef owner, her and I go way back to when she was the executive chef at the Museum of Modern Art and the cafes there. And she was the first person that gave me a paying job in this industry. At that time, she left the MoMA to start this project. I left New York City to move home to the West Coast for a couple of years. But then when I came back to New York City, she had an opening here as a sous chef, and I took the job.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so it's sort of full circle for us.
From the West Coast?
From Northern California.
Oh, cool.
It's up in the wine country.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you went to some good wine sections?
Yeah, there's some great wine, although I just sort of go with what the bartender gets. He knows more about it than I do. Yeah.
So did you have an influence on the menu as well?
Yeah, so the menu has always been an American menu. It definitely has a slight southern bent to it. Mostly because Chef Meg grew up in Texas and started cooking in New Orleans, so that's always food that she's responded to and has been interested in. When she started the joint, she never thought of it as a southern restaurant, but those are some of the dishes that really became popular and things that we're sort of been known for forever. The fried chicken, the shrimp and grits, very sort of hearty southern cuisine. But she's also added things like the soft pretzel that have become really popular and gotten us a lot of media exposure, both locally and nationally. So, and since then we've just sort of always maintained that it's an American restaurant first and foremost. We do take some tribute to Southern cuisine, and we also try to attribute some of what we do to New York cuisine, but also follow the seasons, really respond to what's available at the markets, and just try to create fresh, hearty, value-driven food for both neighbors and people that come from outside of the neighborhood.
That's great. Yeah. What's your favorite dish on the menu?
Right now, I'm most excited about the stuff that's newest on the menu.
Okay.
The roasted cauliflower is brand new. The delicata and butternut squash is brand new. The short ribs and the pork chop are brand new. They're all sort of things that are much more seasonal. They have root vegetables. They have winter greens. They have grapes and apples and squashes. Things that are just so plentiful right now, and things that you want to eat as the seasons change.
And what's your when you first joined, what was your vision of the restaurant? What kind of audience did you want to attract, and what kind of audience did you want to bring?
When they started the Redhead, it was always first and foremost a neighborhood joint. This was back in 2006. There was a lot fewer restaurants in this neighborhood. They took over from a very popular jazz bar called Detour. They started off with very simple Thursday night meals. It was a price fixed in only on Thursday nights, and then the demand kept coming back to them for more and more nights of food, more bar snacks, and they sort of just organically let it grow as the demand increased. It was also right around the time of the recession, so people were really looking for good value food. Things at a lower price point, but still at the level of food and flavor and quality ingredients that they've gotten used to.
Why is it called the Redhead?
The Redhead is a tribute to a old speakeasy from the Prohibition era. It was actually on the west side, but the first two owners before Chef Meg came on board, they were mostly interested in turning this into a cocktail den. And they were very interested in that Prohibition era classic cocktail culture, and they wanted to give tribute to that. Alright, so one of the first things that the Redhead started doing before they started serving a full menu was they really wanted to have like a bar snack available to customers before they started serving food. So they created what is the bacon peanut brittle. It has since become a hugely popular item, always been on our menu. We also sell it in retail bags, and it's available wholesale, and has been distributed nationwide. So this is the bacon peanut brittle.
That's great. Where is it sold?
So it's sold at places like Murray's Cheese, Shake Shack, to a lot of like cheese purveyors, beer shops, specialty food stores across the country. It's peanuts that are roasted with maple and our signature spices, herbs, and